you don't know who I am, my name is Liam and I'm here to distract you from life, and today we are talking about Game of Thrones Season 7, Episode 1, Dragonstone. Now, before I get into it, I need to do a little bit of housekeeping. And here on this channel, I make 2 videos every week, sometimes 3 if you're good, or if I'm out to completely destroy your life. On Mondays, I am now doing Game of Thrones recaps, just like today, and on Wednesdays, I do kind of like whatever I want, but it's always pop culture in some way related, shape, or form. So here's what I'm here to do for you. I am here to watch the episode, review it with you, and talk about the episode after you've either watched it, or I'm here to talk to you about it so you don't have to watch it, so that you are completely up to date when you go back to work or school or whatever on Monday, and you can know exactly what everyone's talking about without actually having to watch 40 minutes of a TV show. You got me? That's what I mean. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, there is this little button right below this video that says the word subscribe. It's in like this little red rectangle thing, and if you hit that button, you'll be notified every single time I upload a video. Oh my god, I'm even not able to keep up with my mouth right now. So in the middle of this video, I'm gonna do this. And that is to remind you that there is a little like button below this video that has a dream of becoming blue, and you have the ability to make that dream come true. Got me? Have I wasted enough of your time? So let's get into this. Okay, so here's the thing. There's this girl called Arya Stark, right? She is, for all you really need to know about Arya Stark is she's a goddamn badass who got into a mix with a bunch of people that are pretty much ninjas that can change their face. That's kind of who she is. Anyway, in the beginning of this episode, she kills everyone. And I mean everyone. All the people who killed her entire family at a thing called the Red Wedding, you might have heard of that. Yeah, she just killed everyone, which I think if you're a Game of Thrones fan, we've kind of been waiting for, you know what I mean? We've been waiting for them all today. But what I have to say is, so there's this guy, right? He's like the king of the ninjas. He's basically Assassin's Creed overlord. Now look, his name is Jaqen. I think his name is irrelevant. Anyway, I'm not sure about this, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna be pissed at Arya for what he did, or what she did. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he told her not to do anything like that. And mind you, last time she did do something like that, he took her fucking sight. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with Jaqen. If you don't know, there is a horde of zombies coming for our main cast. That's pretty much the main premise of this entire season. They're coming from the woods and they're gonna get you. That's kind of what's happening here. But for those who do watch Game of Thrones, there is this giant that comes through in like the first 10 minutes of this whole series. Is he the giant that tried to help the wildlings get past the wall? Is that the same giant who died? I mean, there's heaps of giants in this thing, but I kind of feel like the one that we were seeing was him. Is that right? I'll leave that to the comment section because Lord knows I ain't got a damn clue. So a couple of things happen in the beginning of this episode. Basically, all you need to know is that everyone's going to war. And I mean women, children, mums, dads, uncles, old people, they're all going to war because the zombies are coming. And I mean, this little girl, she give no fucks. She's put a sword in her hand. She is a queen, this one, like literally and pop culture referencing. Now, the only reason I really mentioned this part of the episode, because it wasn't that big of a deal to be completely honest, but the reason why I mention it is because Sansa, she got this amazing red hair. She and her brother are finally back together, which, by the way, her brother is Jon Snow, which, woof. They're back together, and she says, when she's trying to like counsel him, basically, on how to deal with this whole dead people and also all the other shit that's going on in the world right now, she's trying to counsel him. She's basically trying to tell Jon Snow to not mess with Cersei Lannister, and if you don't know who Cersei Lannister is, she basically murdered everyone that okay, that's literally what she says. Sansa basically says you don't want to mess with her because she murders everyone who gets in her way. And let me tell you, when I say she murdered everyone in one fell swoop, she blew them up, honey. she put them in a church who were all these problematic people that were getting in her way and making her march through the streets naked. That's the thing that happened. And she blew them up. Don't mess with the bad bitch. You know what I mean? Which, mind you, brings me to Cersei. So Cersei Lannister, all you really need to know about her is that she has no soul. She sleeps with her brother. They had a bunch of children. All of those children are now dead, and she gives zero fucks. She is brutal. And she's also kind of a little bit fucked because all of the people that want the throne, they're kind of coming. And the idea behind her is that she's the ruler of the 7 kingdoms. Now, let's just say she ain't the ruler of the 7 kingdoms because most of those kingdoms are now gone. And there's about 3.5 of, yeah, she's not really the ruler of the 7 kingdoms. She's ruler of the 3.5 kingdoms. So she's a little bit in a pickle. Anyway, she's ordered a bunch of people to come, which, mind you, tomorrow when you go to work or school, you're not really gonna have to care about this because no one's really gonna be talking about this. But she's ordered the squid people to come. I mean, that's what we could probably call them, but they're a bunch of assholes, basically. And mind you, they're not actually called the squid people, it's what I call them, because they've got squids everywhere on their banners and stuff, but they're actually called the Greyjoys, and they're very, very, very barbaric. That's about it. Oh, and the new ruler's kind of hot, though. Yeah, that's what you've come here for. So there's this guy called Samwell, right? And he's not like really imperative to the story right now, but basically what I wanted to say is for all those who have watched Game of Thrones, where he is right now is my version of hell. So Samwell, he was one of the Night's Guards, so he was out there killing all the White Walkers. Well, he was waiting to kill the White Walkers. He did actually kill one of the White Walkers. That's beside the point. What he's doing right now is he left them and he wanted to go off to become like a book nerd kind of thing. So he's gone off to join that order and he's there right now. And his idea was that he was gonna look through a bunch of books and kind of figure out how to kill the zombies, you know what I mean? Well, he kind of seems to be just become a nurse in a nursing home. That's kind of his situation. He's just doing all the gross things, which is my version of hell. But he's figured out where all the Dragonstone stuff is, and the Dragonstone stuff will kill all the zombies, so he's kind of done his job. So who's this? Is this like a cutie little Arya Stark romance, you know what I mean? Like maybe, I kind of thought she was a lesbian, to be completely honest, but you know, like, I guess that's fine. Where the hell did you come? What are you doing here? Who organized this? When did this happen? Is this you're meant to be promoting your new album, Divide, throughout the entire world because it's amazing, now available on Amazon and iTunes.com. But I mean, really? Oh, that was a lot. I did not know Ed Sheeran was gonna be on this episode. Did anyone know he was gonna be on this episode? Did you know? Did you know? Not really a huge part of the story though. I really just think they put in that good 5 minutes of airtime to show that they got a pop star, which mind you, is this a theme? Is this a trend? I mean, I'm just kind of waiting around to see Lady Gaga pop her head up, you know what I mean? Did you see her in Hotel in American Horror Story? Well, you know, I didn't. Why are you pretending to lie to people? You didn't see that. I'm sure she was great. Didn't she win like an Emmy? Oh, and by the way, if people are talking about Ed Sheeran in this episode next, they're probably just gonna say, oh, Ed Sheeran was there, because literally he didn't really have anything to do with the story at all. Arya just kind of walked in, ate a bit of their food, they talked for a bit, she drank some of their wine, she told them that she was gonna kill their queen, and then she vamoosed, she pieced. You know, I don't think we're actually gonna see Ed Sheeran again. If I had to guess, I would say he's too busy promoting Divide. Oh, so this is like a little bit beside the point, but there is this guy called Joran. Why am I so bad with these names? He got touched by this really icky, gross guy, and he's now turning into a monster, like a stone monster. And he's in the jail. Well, is it really a jail? He's in the library where Samwell is, and he's just kind of chilling there because I'm pretty sure they're like studying his disease. So he's been in love with Daenerys for like ever, basically. And she's the dragon lady, if you've probably heard of her. She can make dragons from her flesh. Anyway, he's basically been friend-zoned so hard that he's turning to stone. That's pretty much all you need to know about him. Anyway, to get on with Daenerys, she's the mother of the dragons. So look, I know a lot of you guys you probably already watched Game of Thrones, so you don't need to explain this, but for people who don't know, she's like the best character in this entire show. She's the coolest. She has dragons. Anyway, she's returned home back to her place of origin, where she came from, because she's gonna frickin' take this world because she has dragons. And also, mind you, she looks the best in this episode out of everyone. That fashion, she has heels on. She has not changed out of that outfit for like a good couple months while she's been sailing through the sea to get to her homeland. Do you know what I mean? She's been wearing heels the whole time. She's a big deal. So anyway, for people who don't know where she's in Dragonstone, which is the name of the episode, by the way. And I was wondering why the whole place was empty. Here's the thing, there was a guy and his priestess who had fire magic, and they all left that island, and no one has come there. And I don't actually honestly know why no other army has claimed that place, because it is a fortress. But what you should know is that whole land there can't really grow crops or anything like that. It's kind of barren. Well, actually, it's not kind of barren, it is barren. So no one can really live there unless they really like fish, you know what I mean? But what that island does have, honey, is a plentiful amount of Dragonstone, which has the ability to cut some zombos. So what I'm guessing is Daenerys, Dragon Lady, is gonna meet Jon Snow, Hottie, and they're gonna like merge their armies together, if you know what I mean. Could you imagine? Can we, like, her throne is so much cooler than the Iron Throne. It is this giant earth mass. It is really cool, and which, mind you, could possibly be made of dragon glass, which can kill the zombos. She's basically really cool. If you did enjoy this video, I'm gonna be making these every single Sunday when Game of Thrones comes out. I will be here to let you know what happened in the episode, and we can like chitty chat about it. And if there's anything in this episode that I've said that was kind of wrong, or I got it a bit off topic place, this channel is all about discussion, so make sure to leave that in the comments below. I read all of them and I reply to all of them most of the time. Depends on if you're nice or not. And we can like have a discussion about it. And if you do that, you'll probably make a cameo in the next video, because I like to pop you guys in here every now and again. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. That's all. I'm out of wine. When did I take you out? You've been out for a while. Okay. Well, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.